Hello, hello, hello. What's up? Hello, hello. Test, test, test. Yeah, Matt, I took your advice. I'm just gonna try something out here. Atticus, how you doing? AJ, let me mute that. I don't even have my whole setup done or nothing. Not even setting it up for monetization or anything. It is uh not a good reason why I'm live, but we'll see. I just want to make sure it's not going to crash on me. What's up, J Dog? Little test stream. It was bound to happen if I kept doing what I was doing regardless, but I was uploading a couple cause that I updated for people and then some images and it started to crash. Cowboy John, what's up, Logan? I'm just going to delete this stream after a couple minutes. I'm just going to test out a couple things. If I go into even crash when you were on CC today. Yeah, maybe it's that would be great if it was something that they fucked up. Um, try that. So basically, what I did is I went in here, uploaded a caw, Jiggles Infusion. It's not their fault, but they wanted the updated versions of Iceman, Jer, and Damien. And after I uploaded them, I uploaded Jer, Iceman, and I guess Damien wasn't re-uploadable, so I just uploaded his image, the images that I created for him, his logo and stuff. And when I did that, I uploaded, I think it was just my 20th image, and it crashed. So I went tried to go back into uploads again, and it crashed again. So pretty much I can go. It might crash right now. If I click any of these three, it's going to crash. I've tried this a number of times. First, I was working on uploads, and this happened to me the last three games. As soon as I get a shit ton of custom stuff in there, it'll start to crash. Now, what's different this time is I actually went to edit. Hi, Jigs. Yeah, my game's broken now because of you. No, not because of you. It was bound to happen, but after I uploaded Jer and that image, it's does nothing but crash now. Um, my original problem 5 or 6 months ago or whatever was my entire main account, as you see on the top right, says Blaise Radio. It was Blaise McCoy is my original account. Blaise Radio is my second account. I actually have a third PlayStation account under Radio Rex's email that I might have to use because now if I do any of these three, it crashes. And that means I can't upload images to do new arenas. I can't download them if someone does it for me or I use a different uploader. And I can't upload anything. No, it's not Jiggle. It's not your fault. This has happened to me the last three games. I've tried to be really careful to not have a lot of custom images, even though I'm around 600. But then I went to edit an arena, like I just wanted to remove the spaceships from one of the arenas. And then I realized I don't have some of the arenas I'm going to need for next week. The LIT one I'm going to have to recreate. The Cage Fury one I'm going to have to recreate. And what was happening now is if I go into, I can't download or upload. So I went into one of these, took the spaceships off of the stage and went to save it. It crashes. So I have to go into Arena, edit it, and then instead of saving and backing out, I have to save it like I'm going into a show and then back out of the show, and it lets me edit it. Because like I already changed this to, where's it at? Stable War 19. And Stable War 19, I wanted to change a barricade or something, and it crashed every time. I don't know. It's very frustrating. It's happened to this game a few times for me, so there's nothing I can do about it. My backup plan is, because with, hey Philly, half done, for as long as it doesn't crash in universe mode, we'll do a couple tests here in a little bit. So I can edit arenas, but I have to do that little trick to be able to create an arena. So I can't go to Community Creations and download my Cage Fury arena or my LIT8 arena. I can't. They're not there. I can't go into Community Creations and download or upload anything. Every time I do it, if I click any of these three here, and Image Manager, if at least Image Manager would work, if Image Manager worked, I could at least upload new images and make the next arenas. So what I had planned, I could finish out the tag tournaments the next few weeks. I can do Gift of Gab also. That's going to take us to the middle of February. But I wanted to do the Gathering after that. And in order to create the Gathering arena, I would need to upload logos. And I can't do that. It got me really pissed and upset. I'm a little calmed down now. But worst case scenario, I will go to my third account here on PlayStation. I'll have to re-download everybody. Between my first and second accounts, I got all the arenas uploaded. I just got to re-download all the arenas. The biggest problem is here, Universe. No, it's not custom images. It just happens after so long for some reason. So yours is crashing too, Diamond? Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's something they really do need to fix. I already put it on Twitter. If I go to their Discord, if I go to their fucking Discord and post something, doesn't matter. They never read it. They never respond. And at this point, they're done worrying about 2K25. I mean, we're going to have dark matches here and see what happens. And this is why I don't use universe mode. Well, if I have intergender turned off, maybe this won't happen as much, but as long as I can go through universe mode without this crashing. If this crashes in universe mode, we'll be taking a week or two off. I'm going to have to re-download everybody. And the biggest problem with all of that, I'll show you right here, is the one thing that does not transfer over. I mean, the video game will be a video game. So no matter how you got your universe mode set up, no matter how you set up your characters, it's happenstance. Whoever's going to win is going to win. I mean, we've seen 35s beat 100s, 80s beat 100s. That doesn't matter as much as we thought it did. It does matter, but not a lot. This is what matters. None of these tag teams and how they're set up will transfer to the new account. And the last time I was going to back up my data, but if I went to the last data, it was back in November. I would have lost everything I created in December and the first 2 weeks of January. So, I mean, you have what? One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 50. I got 55 teams. So I would have to literally redo all 55 teams. All my titles are uploaded, my arenas are uploaded. Luckily, this crash happened after I got everything uploaded. And for the championships, they've had glitches too. See, it takes out my world tag champs every time I go into universe mode. Same thing with double dutches. So I've had to make singles titles for my tag titles, singles titles for this tag title, just so they carry their fucking titles out. It's very frustrating. So that's why, at least, hopefully, it doesn't get fucked up where I can do the tag team tournaments and the gift of gab, and then we'll do a restart for gathering. The only problem with the gathering is, could I do it? Sure. Because it's all singles matches, but I wouldn't have my arena. I mean, don't feel bad, Jiggles and Fusion. It's not your fault. It's happened to me in 2K23, 2K24, and already in 2K25. My main account, I can't even get onto. I can't even get onto my main account because it crashes every time I start the game. So I went to my second account, which means I have to pay for PS Plus twice just so I can back it up and such. So, yeah, it's nobody's fault. It would have happened eventually. As soon as I uploaded the next couple of things, it would have happened again. Is anyone else out there on the game, like AJ saying, he keeps crashing too? They're not going to take a year off. They don't care about eFeds, people. We are less than 5% of their target audience. They do not care about the people that aren't going to use John Cena and CM Punk and their own WrestleMania arenas. That's who they care about. So I'm not sure if maybe CC is down. That would be great if that's the problem, and it wasn't just me. Because if anything, if I could get into the image manager, we can keep going and be okay. Now, if I can't download people, I can't do updates for cause, which I haven't done anyway. And if you need a specific update, I could go. I'm all worried. This is all I'm worried about. These three things. If I could just get into Image Manager, that would be better. Maybe it's just a coincidence that this problem happened. I didn't check the 2K Discord. I don't know if they have anybody posted stuff. CC is not working. Loading screen issue on Steam. Okay, someone just posted that. Maybe it's not just me. Everyone trying. TJ uploaded at all once and it overloads the system. Maybe it's not just me. That would be a great thing. Imagine managers working uploads, image managers working uploads is working. All right. So I'm not sure what's causing it. Um, WWE Network is experiencing outages right now. Users may encounter problems accessing the site for real-time updates. The only problem, and I'm glad you're trying it, the only difference is if it's some outages, maybe that's including mine. But at the same time, I doubt that any of you guys have. I can't get into the images to even show you. I have 600 custom images. I have the arenas. I started deleting them. Like I'm not going to use Long December again on this game. I'm not going to use November Rain. I'm not going to use Red October. So I started deleting all those old arenas. I normally have 25 arenas. Now I'm down a couple, but I did not download the gathering from last time. Actually, I might not have created a gathering because that might have been at the end of 24. I don't know. My mind's all over the place right now, just frustrated. But like I went into some of these, if this crashes, we're done. I've already explained what I'm doing. But if I go into here, you see I added the McCoy Cup thing to some of these arenas. If I want to take that off, let's hope it doesn't crash. All right, I didn't change anything, so I'm not gonna risk it. So I don't know. We've had partial outages before. What's up, Joey? Very somber test stream here because my game's broke. Hopefully, it's just a problem with community creations as a whole, and some people are having issues because if this game is doing this to me again, we have to restart everything for a third time, and that's kind of frustrating. What's up, Rose? Um, and I don't even want to delete everything and start over here. I would just use my third account and hook it up to my YouTube. So we have no access to community creation. So I can't download anything. I can't upload anything. I can't get the image man. Image manager is the most important because that's where I would upload a new image to put on people. I just got done the last few days doing a lot of work on tag teams and G6 teams because of the tournament. Um, so I can make do with what I have in the game. It seems like it's just a community creations thing. No, it'll just say Radio Rex in the top right corner instead of where it says Blaise Radio. So, like, I got the old school arena. As the next show is old school, and then we have Lethal, and then we have Empire, and then Lost Souls. I have that arena, and then the Battle Queen. I have that arena. That's Hysteria offering in Steel City. I think I still have those. I mean, if anything, I could just. I mean, that's my niche is trying to use a bunch of different arenas. Not too many people use 30 different custom arenas for this show. They have their 4 or 5 and just keep using the same one. I like to refresh it every, mainly because, and I know you guys are joking around in the chat. I'm just not in the mood. I'm sorry. I wish I was. This is why when I'm sick or I'm not doing well, I don't do streams because if I'm not 100% into my character and doing what I do, I'm not going to do it. It's going to be obvious that I'm sick or not feeling well or something's on my mind. Um, when my dad almost passed away 2 weeks ago, that would have been rough, but I powered through it. But you know, barring death of my mom, my dad, my cats, anything like that, if I'm not 100% or even close, if I don't have the energy, you guys know how my shows are. I'm out of control. I'm loud. I'm silly. I'm wild. And if I'm not that way, it's going to be noticeable. And I've built that as my. That's how I do things. That's how I've been doing things. And I don't have another way to do it. I mean, as I get older, I'm sure I can't go 100% full blast, but the frustration of this, hopefully, it was just the community creations problem that they're having right now, and they fix it. But here's the thing I think they're already working on the next game. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's very frustrating. And I feel naked doing this show without the music in the background and all that stuff. But I have mass hysteria. I have offering. I have all the shows for the next 2 weeks. The only ones I'm missing are Caged Fury, which is all cage matches. I can skip that. And I have screenshots of the last LIT arena. I can just redo it. So I can recreate that. I think I have the images here. Um, let's see. If I go into here and want to add an image to the apron, I just need to look at the images. Do I have the LIT images? I don't think I have them all, which I don't really need the LIT arena either. I mean, the people that are in the LIT this year, there's only 6 of them. They're always here at the shows. So I'm pretty sure they're sticking around. It's not like in the past where I have a dozen people trying to get in and some of them never show up. But Fusion, Damien, Jiggles, Bones, Iceman, and Steffers, they're not going anywhere. So, and CC's working for you. It's probably if it's an intermittent thing or it's just me. But I'm seeing other people posting issues with community creations. So maybe it's down. But I'm not getting like I'm getting crash. I can't download anything. I have the puppet. But I can't I can't download anything new. No downloads, no uploads, no new images. I mean, I have too many images already. I got 600. I just uploaded the images for a shitload of tag teams. So all the tag teams images are done. I don't think I have any of the LIT stuff up here. I mean, I could just use a different arena for the LIT thing. That's not a big deal. Same thing with Cage Fury. I changed those 2 arenas. But one of my favorite things to do is to update arenas and make a new arena for like the Gathering. I mean, I might have to do Stable War 19 first and save the Gathering for the new game. I really like doing the. No, I can still do the Gathering. I have enough people. What I was hoping to do for the Gathering is maybe bring a couple people from the outside for different communities and companies to do that. So Technically, I can still do everything I want to do. I just can't update anything. But Jigs and Fusion, this I have this Damien Blackheart. I did upload that. That got uploaded, and then it started crashing. Yeah, AJ's having problems. So it might be, I don't know. Elite Shy Guy, I think you're on old gen, and you're on Xbox. So maybe it's just new gen PlayStation 5. AJ, what are you on? Are you on PlayStation 5? So I don't have the LIT in here, I don't think. Which isn't a big deal. I mean, the name of the game is workaround. We're taking this game and twisting it. To we want the game to do what we want it to do. Yeah, you're doing old gen Xbox, so it might be just a PlayStation. They need to get rid of the old gen. I'm sorry, anybody who has old gen or PC or whatever. Oh, you're watching. So Totes, you're out there lurking. Okay. Tag team glitch is something to do with how teams are set up. Change what teams as far as they are set as singles tags, trio. Yeah, I mean, I have that. I'm sure that's just. It could be something that I never even use those sub teams that they have. PS5 Jigs, can you get in? AJ is on new gen, yeah. Jiggles, can you get into the game and get into custom community creations and stuff? I mean, they've had issues before where it's not everybody, only some people have the issue. So now let's see if it's going to make me. If I just back out, see, here's where it might crash. If I hit yes and say no to the show, it'll crash. So I have to do that. Okay, I didn't change anything, so it didn't do nothing. But it was that I was more worried about that because it was crashing every time I tried to edit an arena. So, Totes, if you're watching, I've never used the affiliation thing. I definitely could because a lot of my G6 teams have a tag team inside of them. So for tag teams, and here's the thing, I don't use universe mode like a lot of other people do because it gives me these type of matches that I would never use. It sometimes puts managers in there that shouldn't be. And then you got to go and edit that shit. I don't use rivalries because half of the cutscenes are garbage or they're just little tiny things that I can pretend are happening anyway if I want to. But as far as the tag teams, I got all 55 by themselves. But like, who's my tag team champs? Every time I go out of universe mode and come back, it takes them out. So Civil Warriors. Civil Warriors, I have them as tag and tag. Like I just added this trios because they're a trios too. So I have them as tag, Leo and Dubs. But every time I leave universe mode and come back, it takes those titles off of them. And here's the weird thing. Oh, don't crash just because I hit save. I'm so afraid to save anything right now. And Kelly. So here, like if I go into championships, like if I go into here, Dubs. There's Dubs. I can put him there and it'll put him there. If I go to Double Duchess, who's Double Duchess right now? Lita and Whisper. Where's Angelita? She's not even there. Look, no Lita, no Whisper. And I know I have a shitload of tag teams and like somebody could be on a tag team but on a different G6 and such. So see, this is for tag team, that's the only ones. I have everybody set up as a tag team, but I go into women's tag and here's the players that I get. That's not all the women. And that could be because Lita but look, see, Civil Warriors are my tag champs, right? If I leave Universe, but watch, it'll work this time. if I leave and come back, most of the time, that title's vacant. Hey, Jesse. See, look, they're gone. They're not there anymore. So that's why sometimes Daisy Fruit. I was saying I hadn't downloaded people when I knew it. Yeah, it's a mess. The good news is I can work around it. I don't have Cage Fury. I don't have the LIT breakthrough arenas, which are really fun. Yeah, they're uploading for you. Good for you. Bad for me and whoever else is having problems. Emily, I don't know if images. Well, images were my problem in the past. That's why I was real close. I was. I tried to keep myself around 20 custom arenas because of that problem. But like if I do a tag team title shot for Double Duchess, I can still put that belt on the line. They come out with their singles titles. There's your workaround. And I did update this belt for Stable War 19. So if I create the Gathering Arena, the best part of the Gathering Arena was the fact that all your logos were on the mat from all the different shows. If I can't do that, that defeats the entire purpose of doing the Gathering. And if I can't upload images, I can't make that arena. So the worst case scenario would be gift a gab for February, and then March would be Stable War. April was going to be Stable War. March was going to be. So I don't know if what you're talking about. I know Toad sent me a DM. He might be working and doing other stuff. But it still vacates the World Tag Champs every time I go out and come back in. Same thing with Double Duchess. Monarchy, it was doing that too for a while. I think it's doing with all of them. Yeah, see, there's the Monarch Tag Champs too. I have to have 2 single titles. That's always been an issue because even when I have the Monarch title set as intergender, like, look, I go in here. Oh, everyone's probably in here now. That's still not everybody that's in a mixed tag team. So there's problems. There's always been problems with this game. What I'm trying to avoid is having to restart the whole game and re-download everybody because I can't get into community creation. Hopefully, because when I had this problem before, it wasn't all 3. It was just uploads. I could still get into community creations to download stuff. Like before in 2K23 and 24, and I think in 22 even, I got to a point where I could not go to upload, no matter if I did it from Edit a Call or if I did it from here. So the whole part of what we do is taking this game and twisting it and turning it to what we want it to be. Unfortunately, shit like this happens. That's why I always tell people. I know some people out there are so weird about people downloading your call and using it. Don't fucking worry about that. If you run your own company, and it means even 1/3 of what the company means to me, because this is my job. I do this every day. I've made this into a job. I work sometimes 8 to 10 hours a day on creations. That's why it affects me so much when it can't work. I'm on the website doing updates, in the Discord doing updates, and I love what I do. That's why we have 85 different people and probably a dozen more that want to be in this company. And I'm very blessed to have that. But when shit like this happens, very, very depressing. Because I'm a man of habit. I get into habit. I'm used to doing the same thing, going live the same way, having the setup the same way. And stuff like this throws a monkey wrench. I was supposed to record an Ascend show today for Raven Black. I don't even think I'm in the mind state to do it. because I'm getting a migraine from this fucking bullshit. So the bottom line is, yes, it's a little fucked up, but at the same time, I have a plan B. And if I can get into Image Manager, we're golden. I don't have to do a complete reset. But if I do a complete reset, number one, I think most of the conversions that I had, I uploaded to Community Creations, the ones I could. There might be a couple people. Hey, Mitch, what's up? There might be a couple people that I can re-download or something, but it's a wreck. It is a mess. I'm depressed. I'm sad about it. It's nobody's fault. The game does this shit. There's no controlling it. There's nothing I can do to fix it. Am I still live? Am I still live? Yep. Okay. It started to lag there for a second. So, no way to upload anybody, no way to download anybody, no way to upload any images right now. Hopefully that's not a just me problem. That's a 2K problem that they're having that they fix. But like as far as everything else, it's the same. Tomorrow the stream's set at 5 o'clock. If I can still stream, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, so we're gonna lag a little bit. If there's any lag, that's just because I'm not getting. So I'm not in a great mood today. I'm not doing good, but it could be a lot worse. I got to go see my dad. He's still alive. Got to go see my mom. One of my childhood friends' dad passed away today, so I'm heavy on my mind that my dad's still alive. Um, but this is my solace. This is where I go every day to get away, and I have a place for you guys to get away from the real world and have fun. But old school will be our show tomorrow. Yeah, don't feel bad, Jigs. It has nothing to do with you. It's just it was a weird coincidence that I was just uploading stuff for you when it went down. Um, I don't know. I just like things when they're smooth sailing, and that doesn't always work that way. But we've we, we've had to deal with this before. We've had to deal with this before. A complete reset in middle of the season because I even tried to go back to my old account because they've done some patches. I go back to my original account and try to turn the game on, crash. I mean, I know people say the game is made to be able to handle what we do, but it's not made for what we do. It's not tested for what we do. And I overload this game not more than anybody. I'm sure there's other people out there that have a lot, but I cut back on custom matches. I used to have all 50 custom matches, 50 custom arenas, 1,000 custom images, and whether it's made to handle that stuff or not, it can't handle it. It doesn't handle it. So I don't have a lot of custom matches now. I have just the ones I need. I used to load that up with 50 of them. I don't even do the custom signs. I don't do the custom videos, which I wish I could. I know Totes, a couple other people, Hugo used to be good at that too, doing the video for people's entrances. I would love right now to have entrances where each tag team comes out with the tag team logo behind them. But the game doesn't handle it, and you can only do so many videos. The external hard drive won't do anything about it. That's not where the problem is. The problem is within the software of the game. But trust me, I appreciate anybody's advice or ideas. But I've run through. Listen, 2K22, 2K23, 2K24, and now 2K25. I've dealt with the same issue to where once I reach so much custom stuff in there, it starts to crash. And the first thing to go is always uploads. I've tried to let people know. No one seems to care. Outside of our community, no one cares. We have to face it. Most people buy this game to play the WWE part. They don't do eFed. They sure as hell don't do it as extensively as some of us do it. But I tend to overload the game with as much shit as I possibly can. It's just kind of frustrating. Now I know, hopefully it doesn't crash here either where I pick a custom arena because I know it's been doing that. But I haven't used these arenas in a while. At least it's not crashing there. Let's watch Matt lose to Billy Bob real quick while we can. I know you guys aren't used to this side of me. I'm more somber and not really happy. But this is why I don't stream when I get sick. Whenever my problems that I deal with get bad, I don't stream because I need to be in a good mood to stream, to give you guys to entertain, to be myself, to be who I am as the host. If I can't do that, it takes away from a lot of what I do. Taking a long time. Yeah, hopefully. No, Brian, I can't upload anything, I can't download anything, and I can't use Image Creator. Community Creations is completely down for me. The good news is I have a shit ton of stuff uploaded. I have pretty much everything we needed uploaded. The only bad news is I can't make any enhancements. I can't make any changes, you know. Like if someone wants a new entrance or a new move, I have to do it. You can't upload it for me to get it. I won't be able to get it. Are you having them right now? Because this seems to be started today. I saw one person mention it in 2K Discord in the creation suite part, but no one gives a fuck about anybody in there. There's thousands of people in that Discord. Gameplay. Go to their Discord and there's nothing. Like I said, at this point, they're working on the new game. They don't give a fuck about 25. For me to have to use a second account and now maybe a third account just to get through this season, I'm sorry for anybody who uses old gen. I really want them to get rid of that. Because I think that the PlayStation 5 should be able to handle all this stuff, and maybe them trying to accommodate the PlayStation 4s and old Xboxes are holding them back. I know it's holding them back in certain instances. But it's not the end of the world. It does suck. It is depressing that this shit happened. If anything, I just have to change 2 shows at the end of this month, Gift of Gab in February, and then maybe Stable War 19 is going to be in March, and then the Gathering will be. If I start, I can do the Gathering on my third account. I just have to re-download everybody because I don't need tag team. The Gathering is all single. So if I have to use my third account just for the Gathering, I can do that. It's just on this account, I cannot. Now, I'll probably come into some problems downloading people on my third account. PS5 tripping. Had to rebuild the data. Yeah, I have a cooling system on my PlayStation 5 now. But here's the thing. The only time I use the PlayStation is for these streams. I'm not a gamer. I don't get on here and play games. I do LTD streams. That's it. Now, I do want to bring the Claw Summit back. And I don't want it to just be a bit session about what sucks about the game. I guess. I love the fact that you guys all come in joking about stuff, but today's not really, I'm not really in a joking mood. I'm going to have to put off recording Ascend, so I apologize to Raven Black. I have the script right in front of me, and the show's ready to go. It's Tokyo Heat Volume 1. I'll be recording that hopefully Friday. And Raven's been awesome, just letting me have some time to do it and not needing it to go out right away. Because I love doing commentary for Cutthroat and Ascend. And even when Corey did shows, I love doing commentary for those. It's different because I still don't know who wins, but it's a recorded show. Like, I don't have a chat that I have to talk to, which is weird because I enjoy talking to the chat. That's one of my favorite parts, is talking to you guys. But right now, for Gav and anybody else who's joining, I cannot access Community Creations at all. Actually, that should be the name of this fucking screen. There, I changed the name of the title to Test. Community Creations Broken. Oh, that should be that's why I did so much fucking viewers. I don't care. I've always said this since day one. I don't care about view count. I don't care about subs. I always wanted a group of at least 30 people, which I have, to come to the shows and have fun. I want to be creative. I want to use my imagination. I want to give you guys campaigns. I'm going to start calling each month a different campaign because it's so D&D-like. Each month, we don't have events, we have campaigns. That's part of the combo of the Discord. I've honestly not done anything for this. I don't know. To me, if you ask me, just from what I've dealt with, it's those who overload custom stuff, it starts to glitch. Because, like I said, I always push the limit with 800, 900 custom images. I've been stuck at 600. I'm doing really good with that. And I've tried to use less images per arena and not being able to really pattern the barricade and do stuff. I'm mainly just using the barricade as one pattern. That helps because I used to put all kinds of ads all over the barricades and shit. Coates, I hope you don't have any problems with that because I know you're doing, you're going to kick Matt Storm right in the butthole. Yeah, when you see me type fuck, holy shit, I'm pissed, I'm depressed, I'm mad in the Discord, it's something that really picked me off. So it's, I want Matt to lose the Billy Bob now. That'll make me feel better. Yeah, Corey's 42. Yeah, we got people from 20 years old to 60. We have from 20 to 60 in this community, so it's not really age limited. You got to be able to handle Some terrible language, me being silly and insane. That should do it. Matt, you better beat him. Matt wins. Only thing I want to... No, I don't have tag team entrance. Fuck. If I could do it in Universe, man. I never got to test out the new tag team entrance for... I made a tag team with Billy Bob, Shmoo, and me. But I didn't give me a hillbilly outfit yet like Shmoo and... There's just a lot on my mind when this shit happens. What's up, Brian? Bad news, but it could be worse. Luckily, we haven't crashed. So no crash with the gameplay. Here, I'll do one match here because I could always back out of it and change it for the match card. But I've taken the last couple days, yesterday and today, well, mainly just yesterday, of going through and changing all making sure just about everyone has tag team and G6 entrances. So I got Billy Bob, me. My second attire doesn't even match them. And Shmoo, he has the hillbilly outfit too. What other G6 did I... So the G6 show is tomorrow. That's the first of the McCoy Cups. The tag team tournament. Hey, if Universe Mode transferred over, I'd probably reset everything now and just start re-downloading people. Cool, let's check out Totes Digital and Drew, because I got those. I want to see them come out with their jacket. I think they're all attire 1. That's the one thing I'm going to have to remember is whose stuff is attire 1, attire 2. Because some people I have their tag attire 2. Some people it's attire 1. No, I'm going to have to fight. See, now I changed the title, I get more viewers. I haven't got to change. I was going to give my... Well, that's what I mean. Everyone else wants more than 100 cost slots. I want more attire slots. Because if you have a tag team attire and a G6 and mixed tag, I don't really do attires. But I didn't really plan on having a hillbilly team like this, but... Neo, I cannot get into uploads, downloads, or image uploader. I can't get into community creations at all. What's up, Sly? So, Neo, I can't get into upload anything, download anything, or the image uploader. So I can't update any cause. I can't update anything. I got my bucket hat. It kind of matches their tan hat. Now, Neo, I'm seeing other people having issues with community creations too, so I don't know if it's a full-blown thing. I love that backpack, but I hate the way it glitches. Look how it moves with it. It's a cool little weird backpack. Shmoo got his fishing jacket on. Oh, I'm just testing out entrances and stuff, Diamond. But if I do another match, I'll put you in it. So I've done a lot of going through those 55 teams and making sure that they have tag entrances. Not a lot. Check the 2K website. Communications is down, experiencing some issues on new gen. Oh. If they fix that, I'll be so happy. 2K website. Why do I not have the 2K website? What is it? Just WWE 2K. Oh, that's the uploader. Let's see. You get to see their. Wait, is this the website? There it is. Where did you see that at? That's kind of good news, though. Venues, roster, pass, ringside report. Ringside report, is that where you went? Now, that looks good with their jackets, because they're all the same jackets. They got the patches on the arms, and then Coach, Digital, and Drew on the back. Those jackets look badass. I like them. Because I want teams to look like teams a little more. We don't always have that here, but they look dope with that gear. Digital Dog got a hold of me. He wanted like biker outfit more than the singlet. He wanted some short jean shorts. Well, Neo, that's what I said. I'm kind of hoping they get rid of the old gen. Community creation is down, experience issues due to moderation of people posting inappropriate titles. That's been going on since they started it. Yeah, if I get overalls, I put some overalls on Blaise, I could have the hillbilly team. I mean, we faced some weird glitches over the years, man. I mean, the next game, they need to get rid of old gen. That'll save some of it. AJ, where are you seeing that? On their website. Damn, their website, the latest patch notes are 1.22. And they're on 1.29. I heard rumors too about that. I know Raw is actually on right now. We're still waiting for the first teaser. I can see them getting rid of old gen but bringing back PC. Because you can't really get rid of PC. They could, but... AJ, where are you reading that at? Like, I got it on their website, but it's like their website is all buy the fucking game. I've been saying it the last two games. Yeah, well, I've seen some of the devs videos. They admit it. They know it. They want to do things like lumberjack matches or other types of matches and stuff that PlayStation 4 and old Xbox can't handle. So I know that'll help. Now, will the game still have problems? Probably. Okay, I go to their Twitter account. AJ, where did you see that message? They'd rather money for those things instead. Yeah, I know, but I think it's time for old gen to go away. I mean, if you think about it, maybe it forces more people to buy PlayStation 5. It forced me to this year. Hey! Sorry, Drew. So they can get more money on more people buying PlayStation 5. Shit, I've heard rumors about PlayStation 6 already. It's going to be like $1,000 or some shit. Sorry, Toad. Oh, actually, before it ends, I got to get out of here. So I'm just going to use this. Is there one thing I haven't checked is and Totes would probably know more than me because he uses universe mode a lot more like universe mode. Because I don't really go in here. Does it show their win-loss records in here anywhere? I know it shows power ranking. And see, it's showing teams. It's like Matt Storm and Mordrin are enemies. PS5 or the Pro? I couldn't tell you, bro. I think I got the basic PS5. I'm not sure. But like I've seen this get fucked up, but it looks like it's working so far. Like you'd see different allies pop up out of nowhere. When you're booking the matches. Yeah, I know that's the only. I didn't know if it shows it here too. Because I've done a lot of dark matches like to get to the next week. I thought maybe it would show in here too. Like see Goddess. See, so Cougar teams with Goddess and Jiggles and G6. And I have her with the Cowboys from Hell also, I guess. How are we enemies? Well, that's what I mean. It does it. It does it itself. I don't have any rivalries. There's the last rivalry I tried with Bones and Mordrin just to get a couple cutscenes. You can only use like 4 of them. It's ridiculous. If they gave us the open sandbox with universe mode, I would use the universe mode stuff more. The only thing I use it for, basically, is to do this. To have shows. To put 3 shows to do 9 matches in a row instead of having to set up each match after each match is over. That's pretty much all I use it for. Like, you can go into here. I never do this, but going into power rankings, this will affect you a little bit. Diamond, you get a +3 right now, so you got a little bit of advantage over people on this show. Wasson has a +2. Shifty has a +2. Miles and Brian have a +2. Raven has a plus all the way up to here. What I used to do is go in here and make sure anybody who's on that show is not in the top 10 because I didn't want them to have any boosts. But now I'm letting momentum kind of take them whichever way. It doesn't really change much. Yeah, universe mode, a lot of people use the rivalry system more. Some people let it book the matches. But how is Eben Dawn versus Miles Stanley Ward going to benefit me? How's Molly versus Joker going to benefit our events and our stories? Like every once in a while it's a good match, but they don't do good matches. And I like having people in the corner sometimes, not all the time. It's not a big advantage here, Diamond, because of this. If you are ranked on top of the power rankings, see where it says attributes +3? So you're ranked in this show number 3. I don't even go that far. I don't even do divisions. Like, see, I let it set up the divisions itself. I don't set these up because you guys we determine who fights for the title. Qualifiers decide who fights for the title. See, power rankings, yeah, they're the same on all the shows because I have the same rosters. But I don't split up the rosters. I mean, we can go back to brands. We did that before. I mean, granted, I know if you go in and let the game book the matches and start the rivalries, because I got automatic rivalries turned off. If you go in and let them control it, what benefit do we get? I've done this since 2K22. The only benefits I see is more cutscenes, and those aren't that good. I mean, the cutscenes are not worth me sacrificing me booking the shows because I book the shows a lot better than they ever. I just book them according to what we're doing. I thought about letting it book shows. It's got double champion boner like booking with world champion. Yeah, that's what I mean. It'll book ridiculous shit. And I mean, sure, if you have everything in divisions, do you do the divisions? Like you have to go in here and add the contenders for Diamond or for Whisper, I mean, I don't understand why if she's the champion, why isn't the champion ranked up higher? You know what I mean? So I don't really use the rankings, but the top 10 getting that little tiny attribute boost, I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going there and fucking with that every show. I used to. You know what I mean? Nobody has any enemies because I don't set those. So if you go into like Diamond, they have Clinton as her manager for some reason. How do you edit them? I don't even. See, I've never gone in here and fuck with hit point ratio. I let the game be a game. Challengers shift around. I know, because we do. If you let the game do it and you put stuff in there, like, see, why is Clinton her manager? How do I delete it? Oh, there we go. But I remember in 24, it would put all kind of crazy allies and enemies in here. But as far as Diamond's teams, her and TJ are a mixed tag. Diamond, Emily, and Patty are a team. Like, why is that? But I don't have the affiliate teams done either. Like, for instance, Cowboys from Hell, there should be a tag team underneath them that is just Cowboy and Redneck Avenger. But you can set that as a trio and add, you can set quad, you can set managers. Like I use this to an extent, but is it really going to enhance the game? I think my commentary and your input in the chat means a lot more to my shows. Oh, I got to change the name of this one. The stuff that I put in commentary and that you put in the chat, that means a lot more than what universe mode can do. Like, universe mode is shit. But I like it because the tag team, unfortunately, in 2025, we don't have cut and paste. I should be able to cut and paste all these tag teams to outside universe mode. So I have to do the gift of gab inside universe mode. And I used to, like, match number 10 or 11, I'd go outside. But no, now I'll either set a PLE, which I know I need to delete afterwards now, or else that arena's stuck. For you and TJ? Let me check, unless it crashes here. I mean, there's so much to this game that they want. And I know the island ain't going away now. They made money off the island. That shit ain't going away anywhere. So Diamond and TJ. Here, I'll let you look at the entrance. You can only copy and paste, but sadly, yeah. I mean, copy and paste the tag team settings. Jeez, how hard would that be? I mean, I'm not a coder or a programmer or anything, But I'm sure that's a lot easier than fucking with the damn island bullshit. It's mixed tag 4. It's this one I use for you and Diamond. You and TJ, I mean. Copy and paste would be great. Also, if you could copy and paste, like, I don't know. The universe mode's not my problem. It's community creations. And I'm hoping it's just down. I'm hoping community creations is just down. Because if that comes back, this doesn't mean shit. Luckily, it wasn't me. It was, they're having a problem with community creation. That would be fantastic. Because I've been super careful. Yeah, it's a good one for you and him. I like it too. And I've been using these general purpose blue, red. I wish they would have like 20 more of these general purpose Trons. Because I don't want to see Rhea Ripley behind you when you're walking down to the ring. I'm trying to create realism. So I think I have entrances for everybody but Kelly and Rose. Yeah, the Kelly. Wait, they're called Wicked Desires. And Kelly, I think I'm just calling your G6 Wicked Desires too. Just to keep them under the. Yeah, I just put your G6 under here. I don't know if Kelly's here or not. But this is how I'm setting it up. If anybody knows a better way to do it. So I got Kelly and Diamond are a tag team, right? Kelly, Rose, and Jen are a trio. So I just put trios here. Yeah. Yeah. You should be able to create your tag entrance outside of universe. And then when you save it, it gives you the same option as Caw does and lets you save it to your universe mode. Maybe that's one of the things that old Jen is holding back. I'm a benefit of the doubt kind of person. I always think there has to be a reason. You know what I mean? But I just been lumping teams together as good as I can. Well, 55 tag teams, that's a lot. Now, I don't know if I set a G. No, I didn't set a G6 for. Or maybe I did. Well, we'll know if the Trons are changed. So for Kelly, Rose, and here we go. Hold on. Jen. Let's see which one I have for them. Yeah, I changed it. So I gave them the second trios entrance for Kelly, Rose, and Jen, and gave them Damian Priest. See, Damian Priest Trons, those are fine. It doesn't say Damian Priest anywhere. If I could have more custom Trons that are blank, that would be great. Otherwise, if you guys haven't noticed, for the last 3 games, the main Tron is always the show logo. And I like that, especially using the ramp cam. See, this works good for those 3. I mean, it's not Diamond anyway. It's fucking Kelly, Jen. Now, that's another thing. Will you be able to do 10 people in a match when old Jen goes away? Maybe you'll be able to actually have Cause around the ring for underground matches instead of just NPCs. You know what I mean? Like, they could change things like that. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me set up a match, you guys. Yeah, maybe you can get 10 people in a match. Now, I know, and that makes sense to me as a computer guy. That makes sense. You got all these moving parts. Like when the in the back, the images, I mean, the movie stops. You guys notice that? Look, even stuff like this. I just changed it, saved it, played the match, came back, and it's fucking changed. Like the fact that it changes these match cards every time, just give us a sandbox mode in universe mode. That's what I want. Give us a sandbox mode where I can say, after this match, I want this cutscene. Before this match, I want this promo. You know, after this match, I want this attack. If they let us do that, these shows will be so much better. Now I got to use my imagination with like commercials and shit like that. Who wants to fight Diamond? Jiggles is in here. I'll do Jig. I mean, the fact that I already saved it. Here's another thing. You set up a custom show and arena with a referee, but in universe mode, you still have to set the fucking referee. Like, it can't figure out what referee's supposed to be associated to that. And you save it to universe mode, but it's still, you have to put the referee in there. They have promos, but they don't have. Well, no, but I can't put the promo wherever and have it the way. Yeah, the promos are awful. That's the point. Yeah, real bad. Like, give me a promo where it looks like a promo. Give me a backstage promo. They used to have that little area in the backstage, which was an interview area. Use the fucking interview area. Let us do interviews back there. Just have him mocking, imitating whatever. Oh, thank Temple. If CC is broken and it's not just me, I would be so happy because all I want to be able to do is upload fucking images and download people. Here, I'll let you guys watch this match. I just got to go grab a drink. It's very strange watching a show without music. Like, that's one of the weirdest things for me. Like, we're going to bring the Cost Summit back to talk about the games and everything. I can, like, hear her music even though she's not. I know she's already done.
Oh, here we go. Turn it up, let's roll. I got glitter on my sneakers, sunshine in my hair. Every step I take, yeah, I light up the air. They say I'm sugar, but honey, I got spice. Cute on the surface, but I don't play nice. Giggling and grinning, but don't be fooled. This smile's got rhythm, and I break all the rules. I'm Jig's big smiles and bigger sparks, dancing through life with a glowing heart. Pop the confetti, let the good times start. I'm sunshine.
Sick in a good way. I have that with Arenas too. I can't upload any I make. Install the game. Oh, I mean, that's the problem that us creators that really overload the game have to deal with. I have 600 images, 25 arenas. I normally go to 40 or 50 arenas, but I'm not going to use New Year's Extinction or Long December or November or Red October anymore. So I got rid of all the seasonal arenas. They're still up on Community Creation, but why have all those extra images in the game that I don't need? So, and thank you, Temple, because that's my main worry. It started crashing for me on all three: uploads, downloads, and image manager. And I'm thinking, great, community creation is just gone. But it is what it is. Rose, what do you mean I'm sick? Like sick as in sick in it, bruv? Or sick as in I'm not feeling well? Because a little bit of both. And when this shit happens, man, my stomach sinks, my heart starts pounding, and I get real anxious because I love. Yeah, mine just keeps crashing. So mine might be different than yours. I don't know. But I wasn't having that problem. I don't have a lot of. All I did was I uploaded Iceman Jer, and I uploaded Damien's logo. And when I uploaded Damien's logo, it crashed. And then every time I tried to go back into downloads or uploads, it crashed. And then later I was like, let me check Image Manager. I go into Image Manager. It's crashed. I mean, they just need to put some kind of filter on Image Loader that if it has a vagina or tits or a penis on it, it doesn't let you upload it. No, I haven't used Highlight Reel at all. That's another thing I would use a lot more. So I don't have anything saved in Highlight Reel. I don't use custom. Oh, are they getting stuck down there again? I don't use custom videos, which I wish I could. Having deleted cause saved in Highlight Reel. Oh, boy. Well, I also realized that if you set a custom arena for a PLE in universe mode, I think Emily or Totes, you guys are fucking amazing. Emily and Totes have helped me out in so many issues. You have to go back in and simulate to find those, because I was trying to delete Long December and November Rain. I couldn't fucking get rid of them. Gaming frustrations, Big Daddy Beard. Glitches and problems. The ability to upload and download images and wrestlers started crashing on me, so I panicked and went live to test to see if I can even go live. And this is not a regular show, but yeah, you had that problem on 24. I've had it on 22, 23, and 24. And my deductive reasoning, because I would go back to the old games on my PlayStation 4, I still have those games. And I would look, and sure enough, I had stuff maxed out. I had 800, 900 images. I had all 50 custom matches. I had 50 custom arenas. I had all 100 cause slots full. And for 3 games, as soon as I do that, it starts crashing. Downloads is the first thing. Sweet. Another Soma song. But Community Creations has shit the bed. And apparently, that's why I like going live, too, because sometimes you guys see. Where did you see that at, Temple? I feel like I won the world title. There was a glitch, and we never saw it. Yeah. So, yeah, it can be very frustrating as a completely custom content creator. Yeah, it's one of those reasons, Corey, because I went back to 2K22, 23, and 24, and I looked. And then in 25, what did I do differently when I did my restart? I kept it to like a dozen custom matches instead of 50. I didn't max that out. I kept my images at 600 or less instead of maxing that out. And I know a lot of people say it's just a game. This is just for fun. But I've created a legit community. Oh, fuck. I let the match end. Now I'm fucked for tonight. I got to sim all these matches. Oh, look, that match moved to over here. We had this match earlier, Totes. Sorry to say. Steel City Committee was going to win. But now, since I let that match end like a ding dong, since I let that match end like a ding dong, I gotta. Well, I don't have to. I can just make tomorrow's show. So here's what I do. I go into edit shows. I have to now to get back around to old school, which is today. Lethal is tomorrow, and Empire's Thursday. And then I might as well do a Saturday show too. I just don't like to overload it because I just use the same three in a row. The only reason I did this is because remember when you had to have the championship on those shows for it to work? Yeah, I got tons of cause up on 20 on community creations, Neo. I just can't get there. If I try to show you, that'll be the end of this stream. I don't edit the visits, I don't fuck with the power rankings. But now that I let that match end, I need 9 matches for tomorrow. So I'll simulate this, simulate that, simulate this, and come back around to old school so we can have it. So I just use universe mode to string 9 matches together. If your character has a winning streak, you may get a boost. You may end up in the power rankings on top, like Diamond is. So she has 3 attributes. But let's be real. If we did 10 matches with 100 versus a 97, the 100's not going to win all 10 times. 3 attributes. I can't download. Here, I'll show you what I cannot do. If I go to, and I'm hoping it's just the community creations problem they're having right now, I can't do any of these 3. If I do image, like I can't even go into my images to get the deletion utility to delete images, which I think there's a different way to get to it. But if I go to downloads, crash. If I click this uploads, crash. If I click image manager, crash. And then I was going into edit arena just to get rid of like the spaceships. And if I tried to save it and skip the show part, it will crash. So I have to edit my arena, and then instead of saving it, I have to go into the show part and then back out, and it saves it. Because I was just trying to take the spaceships, like Moon City can still have the spaceships. But these other arenas shouldn't have spaceships anymore because the aliens are gone. So I was just eliminating them. I think I got them all. Time Machine Arena can still have spaceships. I can put Pick Your Poison in. I mean, if they let me download again. Yeah, that's the thing, Totes. There's so many layers. It's not just overall that determines stuff. And you and Solo were talking about the other day. The move set determines a lot. And there's so much different things. So much different things. Yeah, you got the regular and the AI attributes on top of the AI, the overalls, and yeah, maybe they're fixing it, Neo. Hopefully they're fixing it. I don't want to try it now because the stream will end. So yeah, Totes, what I used to do, and it was very tedious, is I would go into Universe and then say the next show is old school. I go into old school. I go into power rankings, and then I make sure 1 through 10 are not in that fight. So I would just like do that. Then I'd move someone else down here, just so nobody's in the top 10 that's fighting that day. But be honest, guys, is 1, 2, or 3 attributes really going to make a big difference? Yeah, and and like Tote says, it's also what everybody's saves and stuff are different because you have different things in your game. I got different custom logos that could cause problems. If there's a corrupted logo, that could cause a problem. Yeah. So that's the only thing. I can't access the actual community creations. Hopefully, that's just the glitch they're having and they're trying to fix it. Now, I know people were mentioning Temple, you mentioned it in AJ. Where did you guys see the community creations is down? What website? Like, cuz I went to 2K's website, it doesn't say dick. Crashes when you try to, and that's probably the amount of logos because you got a shit ton of logos like me, Toad. That's not bad. Worse would be crashing when you're doing live streams, and we've had that problem. The biggest one, if I go back to my Blaise McCoy PlayStation, my original PlayStation, login, and just click on the game, it crashes. So I know that's right. You can get to it on extras. If this crashes, we're done. But let me try it. So I can get it to here. See, I have 588 images, and they're all used. I mean, I might have a couple that aren't. So I can still get into deletion utility, delete them, but I can't add any. Like I need to get into the uploader. I can upload them from my PC. I just can't access them here. Luckily, I just did Lanale and finished that arena. I could always bring that arena back. Like I have enough arenas to keep going. If community creations is gone for this game, I can manage. It's just work. We already do workaround after workaround after workaround. Like for Stable War, if I do Stable War, I want to have the scoreboard on the apron again where I can update it after every show. If it's not letting me upload images, like sure, I have Anarchy's medallion logo, but I don't have everybody else's. And who knows what teams we're going to start. Yeah, 968 images. That'll definitely cause glitches. That's why I try to keep it to 600. And that's why I was deleting arenas and wrestlers that I don't use anymore. Actually, I was going into people's. I delete everybody's custom logo. I mean, logo signs because we don't use the signs. With the ramp cam, you hardly ever see signs. Yeah, the signs are cool, but are they using the signs enough that we need to do that? No. That's my answer. No. So I delete all the custom signs you guys make, which are cool, but you're never going to see them. What can I find? I used to be able to find. I know Raw is live right now. Monday Night Raw, 14 o'clock. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I found a live stream of Raw right now. Yeah, Raw's on now because Wrestling Days is live. I usually watch him for watch along. Yeah, Raw is on. Raw is on right now. Well, because I'm using this totally legal website, it's going to give me issues to get into it. Got to bypass all the pop-ups. 55 pop-ups. And then finally I'll watch Raw. Wow, got a shitload of pop-ups today. It won't let me get in. VIP. Oh, there it goes. So Raw is live right now. Knock on wood, game isn't crashing except the deletion. That's not bad. I'm hoping that my issue is just the issue that people are finding. Now, Wrestling Day, it's live right now because Raw's overseas, so Days is live now, and then he'll go live at 8 o'clock tonight and do the same stream again. 524 logos. It's a combination of logo images and custom matches, custom arenas. It's all the custom shit. If you overload this game with custom stuff, trust me, I've gone back and looked at my old games on my PlayStation 4, 22, 23, 24 to see what I had different. It's insane. It's Raw's in Germany or something today, so it's live now and it'll be taped tonight. But it's that's what we do is workarounds. We have to find, that's why I don't use a lot of 8-man ladder matches because they can be 45-minute long. I'd love to do traditional Survivor Series 4-on-4 elimination. If I did that, it would only be 3 matches that show. Because I mean, I've done 3 or 4 hour shows. I don't want to. I want to do a 2 to 2.5 hour show. Pay-per-views can go, supercards can go 3 hours, sometimes 3.5. But when you're just streaming for 5 or 6 hours, people are just going to pop in and out. They're not going to watch the whole time. And here, these aren't just random matches. I'm doing events every month, and I'm going to start calling them campaigns. So we're going to really dig into that D&D stuff because every month we have an event here. Every month we have a different type of event. That's how I have structured this company. In January, we did, this month we're doing the McCoy Cup. In February, Gift of Gab. In March, it's The Gathering. In April, it's Stable War. In May, it's another Gift of Gab. In June, it's 3-Ring Circus. In July, it's a world tour. In August, it's Territory War. In September, Stable War. In October, November, December, they are jam-packed. Like we did last year. We got Red October. We got Masquerade Ball. In November, we got November Rain. We do the Great Hall. And then another Gift of Gab. So I'm going to do 3 Gift of Gabs per year is my plan. And then in December, we got Christmas Chaos and Carnage, Long December, and New Year's Extinction. That's every year. Unless I think of a new idea, we're going to have those events every year. We've built heritage with the championships, with the events, with the things we do every year. We're in our 8th year. You can change diamond to whatever color you want next game. But I'm a man of habit. I'm a creature of habit. And when something like all of community creation stops working, I'm really hoping, and I might try it one more time to end the stream. And if it crashes, it'll just be the end of the stream. If it doesn't crash, I'm going to quickly download the 2 arenas that I really need. But, I mean, I go through this and make sure if something's not getting used. A lot of face. Who's that ugly guy? And I just did a bunch of these patches for the bounty hunters. Like that, too. I did one of those for Totes, Drew, and Digital. And then some people that have a lot of images, I'll go to your second attire and delete all the images. If you got a million extra custom images in a design I'll never use, I'll just delete them for the time being. That's Mordred. Without the mustache, yeah. But I updated. Luckily, I've done a lot of updates already. Stable War 18, I just changed it to 19. That's coming maybe next month. Probably going to be the Gathering next month, though. No, next month. February is Gift of Gab. March is the Gathering. April will be Stable War. I do have a Bounty Hunters logo very similar. Just yeah, this one I didn't. This Bounty Hunter logo that I use, I just found it online. This isn't an AI image or nothing. This is one I found on Google, which it fits perfect. I ought to just. What I've been doing recently is throwing some of these logos in Google Gemini. Throw these into Google Gemini and let them update the images. Here's a little hint. That little grid in the background, that's part of the design for the new digital cards. I've finalized the design. I just need to start taking screenshots. That's why I wanted the gathering too, because during the gathering, everybody has a singles entrance. And then I'll just use that entrance as the screenshots for the digital card. Actually, what I'm going to do also, and it's a lot more work, was since we're doing the McCoy Cup team tournaments, we're doing 5 tournaments, 2 tag, men and women, 2 G6, men and women, and mixed tag. I'm going to do screenshots of all those entrances and do tag team cards too. But that blue and black grid is going to be part of the design of the new digital collector card. I forgot what I used this for. That's why I used to put Riley and odds and triple beats face for the game show. These are all the former Stable War champs to go on the Stable War title belt. This was an AI image for Double Duchess. The Warrior was an AI image, but I changed it. I added the LTD logo. I added the Sting face. I added the Road Warriors and the Ultimate Warrior logos on the bottom. Well, I can't upload it, Totes, or else I would. That's my problem right now. Unless it's fixed. We might have a party right now if they fix it. I don't know if anyone has. Ooh, that's cool. Very similar. That sounds. Yeah, you probably just put that in the AI and it updated it for you. That looks just like it. It's an updated version. Well, it saves me the trouble of doing that if I want to use that logo. I like the outline around the bounty hunters too, makes it stick out. But you can. That's the thing. The good thing about the AI, I can take that image you sent me, put it into Google Gemini, and say add an outline around the words, and it'll do it. I don't like how it misspells shit all the time, though. You got to fuck with it. But like people that use stuff like this as a pattern for their gear and stuff is awesome. Part of me's dreading the new game because that means re-uploading all these images and shit. The most tedious part is the tag team. Setting up the tag teams is the most tedious part. Yeah, you can train it to spell right. It takes a while. I've had to fuck with it for a while. I kept spelling things wrong. But like between belt logos, show logos, and call logos, because some of these belts I still like putting them together. I'm not going to use AI for everything. I've been a graphic designer for 30 years. I like creating stuff from scratch. Like this. This is basically a combination of a bunch of images. The words offering, I use the font in my Corel Draw. That's the logo in the corner there, hiding by the G, is the old Grim Reaper. You got the O, which is the Toxic logo, and then the treasure case with the world behind it. Then I added the effect to behind the word to make it stand out. This I just took the $1,000 pyramid and put golden. I think that's from Golden Corral or something logo. I would just mush a bunch. Here's the new Violent Times Day. Ooh, I can show you the new Violent Times Day arena. Violent Times Day used to be a women's show only, and I kept the pink, orange, purple color scheme, but now I'm adding black into it. I can show you that arena. That arena's really nice. The Wolves Den logo came out really good. I think I found that somewhere, though. That might not be an AI one. I think I just found that on. I didn't create that. I found it. I don't mind. telling you which ones I created. This one I created. I had the blank shield, added the YouTube logo, different fonts, 2K, DWS in the back, the ring, and created that from scratch. I may never change that logo because that represents anybody who does digital wrestling. I just did a shitload of tag gear yesterday. I didn't go through the women's stuff, but I'll have to do that. But see, that's a ton of logos. That's a lot of logos. The mixed tag, I could use AI for that to make Monarch stick out better because it kind of blends in with the gold. You can't see it as well. But on the belt, it looks fine. But that's the one thing I've learned this year. People are going to use your caw and put them in a tutu or put them in a bra and panties if they want. Even if you don't, they can create your own. So I get it. People want to be stingy and not leave their cell phone stuff on community creations. But if your game crashes and you have this much creations, do you want to start over from scratch? Or you just want to go to community creations and re-download them all? So my advice is to upload everything you can to community creation. When I did the Stable War teams, I re-uploaded people a second time because the gear was so intricate. And I didn't want to have to do that gear again. This is cool. This image here, Iffy and Sped sent me a hand drawing, just a drawing of this. Like he drew it. It had the paw print, the medical sign, and the TI, which was going to be Triage Incorporated. We turned it to Triage Unit, which a Triage Unit is what they are. And I took the drawing that Drew made and just put it in AI and said, make this into a shiny metal shield logo. And that's what it did. It looks great. So that's on Eben Dawn and Molly Mercy. Then I created a secondary logo too. So yeah, going into this one, I think I found that one. I think I found that one online. Yeah, people can read. I mean, I know people say I don't want to upload my wrestler because then they're going to have them fight a 400-pound women and political people or this and that. They can do that anyway. And you listen, you don't know how many kids downloaded your call and playing them at home, not streaming them. There's probably hundreds, if you're lucky, that if they download your call, they like it. I think more people are going to download your call because they like it than they would if they just want to troll you. And people are going to troll you if they want to, regardless. I like the jiggles one. I don't know the little jiggle at the bottom. I like to think that's a booby. But I mean, things like this. AI could probably create that for me, but those are my logos. I made those logos from scratch with different fonts. Gift of Gab, that's an updated logo through, but I added stuff to it. Yeah, the Diamond Sky logo Beatmate is awesome. So let me show you this arena. That is a good way to get into deletion utility if I have to. So good shout out to you guys for that. But if I go into custom arena, yeah, Pete Wall created that whisper. As a wrestler, I know I'm going to get made by fans. And honestly, but yeah, I mean I get it. You don't want people to use your created thing, but it's not copywritten. No matter how bad you want your stuff copywritten, unless you send it to the fucking copyright offices and get paperwork on it, your shit is not copywritten. None of my Blaise stuff, the LTD logo, none of this stuff is copywritten. Here it is. I really like this arena. It turned out pretty well. I wanted the black. Instead of adding logos, I went with just color schemes on the sides. But I went with a dark black metal with the colorful Violent Times Day. And like I said, our main super big Megatron, Middletron, is always going to be the show logo. Always. And I like it that way because when you're watching a show from this ramp cam, that's what you see. It's personalized. It doesn't say WWE anywhere. Just like that one arena, it says like even little things like this. I'm not getting no money from Snickers or Minute Maid or Visual Concepts. So I really like this arena. And it's hard to find, like if I put someone's Tron up there, it's going to say their fucking name. I don't want that to say um, Tiffany Stratton on my fucking Trons. You look, there ain't nothing that says WWE anywhere. I don't want it. Get it away from me. This is my universe. And I understand they don't care. And even the orange barrels kind of offsets the orange in the logo. I took my Violent Times Day logo, put it in AI, but I said all I want you to change is add barbed wire and put a pattern on the inside of the words Violent Times Day. That's all I asked it to do. Because the rest of that logo I created on my own. And the AI stuff is good, but you don't want that to be your whole thing. You know, it's a complement to what we do. Sometimes there's a logo. It would take me hours to change the color inside of a font or do something in Corel Draw. I can just go into AI, drop that logo, and say, all right, make Violent Times Day words pink instead of black. Boom, it's done. Now, since I didn't change anything, it's going to let me just back out. But before, it wasn't letting me save. But luckily, we have all these arenas to fall back on. Plenty of arenas to use. So let's try it one time. This is either going to crash and end this stream. Diamond Scott, oh, you're on the island? That's cool. The only thing is, Diamond, the most common, and we can go under, let's go into the roster and show you. Here's one thing I do like. Red and black are the most common used in call. As you see, the first two people, all red and black. Not a big deal because Dubs does really good and so does Andy. So if you have red and black, red and black, red and black, not red and black, not red. So if you got a character like this, all white and stuff, that's going to identify your character. People are going to know it's you. But there's a lot that are just red and black. Like Butterfly, she's got the purple and the pink, a little bit of blue, green in there, brown, you know, a bunch of colors. So I like diversity in the colors. If everybody is all wearing black and red, it's not going to look as diverse. You want as many colors and to their persona, obviously. But I like the purple diamond, but we have a lot of purple. What I do like to keep on diamond is the silver. Silver, I think you keep because it's like a shiny diamond. If you want to go to red and silver with the diamond, that's fine. But the white, I would always make either metallic or one of the things that'll make it shinier, like a diamond. Yeah, we can change it to whatever you want. When the new season comes out, you guys can create your call any way you want. That's not to say red and black isn't bad, but see, you got some green, and it's not a regular green; it's a lighter green. Vipero is always a real awesome mask. Emily's got that purple and yellow color scheme is always awesome. Hey, Clint. But some basic is fine. Now I'm seeing a lot of those pants because I think Dubs has them, but those are very cool pants. They work with everybody. Fusion's got orange and black. Gav's got the bright green. Goddess is purple and teal. She's got a bunch of outfits. Hot Fire Rose is always identifiable. You want your wrestler to be identifiable. Iceman, he's got the blue shoes, he's got the scar. So you want things that make your character identifiable, especially when we do 8-man matches or rumbles and shit. You got a bunch of people with red and black in there. It looks like and they all have the same, you know, we have a handful, probably about 20 people with face scans, but face scans help too, face morphing. I know Totes does all face scans, which gives them all a little better identifiable facial features. They're not going to look like anybody else. But I would rather concentrate on the overall look of the character because you only see the up close face for, before the matches and stuff like that. The whole outfit is huge. I still really wish the preview images could be the entrance gear. Yeah. See, Totes is 100%. He wants to have face scans on everybody. And that's great because he does a really good job of having face scans. But if some people do the morphing really well, like if I could get onto Community Creations and show you Yeti and Eevee, they can morph a face where you think there's a face scan and there isn't. Yeah, I changed Kelly Mavericks to this outfit. Yeah, even the masks have face scans. It does help. It does help. Other things that help: beards, what they're wearing on their face, stuff like that, like face paint, and masks, like you're talking about. Like everybody knows that's Lady Devil. There's no question about it. And I created that one based off of last year. Just more mixing a whole bunch of different face paints and face tattoos to create that. Lance, simple. There's nothing wrong with a simple call. Or having horns come out of your head, exactly. But Lance is a statue. He's built, he's chiseled out of stone. So his body is the identifiable feature mostly for Lance. Laura's got the red, white, and blue. Leo's got the black gear and the white gear because he's devil on one shoulder, angel on the other. Logan has his plain look, but that's Logan. He created that. Caliber look has stayed pretty much the same for a while, but adding the barbed wire and stuff, he's got the numbers tattoo because he's the calculating one. He's MAD. He's got the barcode tattoo. Matt Storm's got the same. You use the same thing for your pants. That's a really good image, but I mean, two people using it, okay. It just happens to be they're right next to each other. But if I had 20 people using that on their call, I would tell people to change it. A lot of people, I leave their creation to how they created it. Because that's the premise of LTD. Create your wrestler, submit it here, and test it against 85 other people's call. That's what we do. See, there's that triage unit. I turned that one logo into a different logo. It's on her boobie on the right, on Molly's. So that triage unit logo I created from the other one that they made. Some people were really good at taking the design in the game and making it their own. Like Emily, they add the Lanale and the Lanale logo, but the way they design the character using, you can tell. And even go back to Hot Fire Rose. She doesn't use any custom images. But we know it's Hot Fire Rose because of the way she designs her. Yeah, everybody's different. Use face scans or don't. Use colors or don't. I want diversity. Like Totes, he creates most of his. So those are his creations for other people. And he's testing them against each other. I want to be the place where you create your guys, send them in. I may tweak them a little bit if someone has this, the same entrance. I try to get different entrances and stuff. But the whole premise of LTD is I'm the dungeon master. You guys are submitting your characters to see how they're going to do against over 80 other people's creations. That is my niche. That's what I chose to do. I have monthly events. Everybody gets some kind of title shot each month. The main goal is to win championships, be royalty in a wasteland. The reason I changed it to 2100 is because I got sick of people saying, I got titles over here. I did good over there. I don't mind that. But when it's overbearing, I wanted to really individualize my show. We're on a different world. So when you come to LTD, we're in the year 2101. There's no other eFeds out there. But then I break kayfabe whenever the gathering comes because I want to promote all your channels. I want to put your link in the chat when your wrestler fights. You know what I mean? I want to have all the links to everybody's channels in the description of every gathering show. That's a true gathering. Bringing people together from the Twitter world, from e-fedding, from sim-fedding, Xbox, all and everything in between. There's companies out there that do a really good job of mixing created characters and in-game characters. But we have such a diverse group of people and their individualized looks. That's what I like about it. Everyone has their own look. J-Dog was never the Shadow Man until that Shadow Man storyline. He wants to keep the moniker. Why not? Some of them stay the same. Some of them change. Shifty, that's the AI logo there in the middle. FJ does a fabulous job with her gear and stuff. Very noticeable. Yes, that's it. That's the whole thing. There's no wrong way to do it, but I love promoting the other people. Because if I'm going to be the hub where all these different people submit their cause, and then I realized like 30 of them had their own shows, let's praise that. Let's honor that. But then there's examples like Totes and Solo right now are doing a joint thing. Me and Shifty did a double header back in the day. I had his titles on my show. He had my titles on his show. We did back-to-back shows. I did a show. He did one right after it. That's something you guys should think about, Totes. You and Solo should coordinate a time since you're doing this story where the SSU and TWC or TCW are the same or kind of intermingling. Do a show where, Totes, you go live from like 2 to 4 o'clock, and then he goes live right after and keeps it going. Me and Shifty did it once. It was amazing. It was really cool to see. Let's see how he presents the same thing while telling the same story on a different channel, on a different show. So ideally, don't go into another person's show and be like, I'm the world champ over there. But if you're bragging about it, you're proud about it. I'm happy that you're proud that you hold a championship in my company. So I don't want to discourage that completely. But we just had so much of it at a point in time where it's like, all right, we're going to make mine different. We're now in the year 2100. So we don't have to tie family lineages together and anything like that, but some of them do. It's very difficult for scheduling, yeah. And crash, well, yeah, that's a horrible thing. But yeah, this Whisper, and it's basically the bottom is one image. They just place the image in different, and it doesn't match up perfectly. But if you look at the pants, it could be better. But because when you change the mapping on a logo, you could sit there and try to, position it so it matches up perfect. But that's using one logo and just moving it around to make it look like something. And those are just plain fucking tights. Those are just plain tights. But because of the logo and using it for the whole tights, now it's an individual look. Witcher, she wanted the green back and she wanted, certain ways, and she looks different on different shows, which is fine. You should, unless you have an agreement with that company and you're working with them. But I love our roster from top to bottom now. It's all people that want to get involved. It's all people that show up to the shows. It's all people that comment and help their story. It's all people that have given me, if you go to our Discord, if you're in the company, and I protect my Discord. I'm sorry. I'm not putting my Discord link out there for people that aren't in the company. The Discord is an internal feature for the people playing the game. I've seen too much bullshit happen in Discords. If someone out there doesn't like you, they'll get in your Discord and fuck shit up if it's out there everywhere. You got to DM me first before you get in my Discord. That's just the way. That's better safe than sorry. That's how I like to run it. But like teams, I don't have any teams outside of Universe because it takes too fucking long. If I could just copy them from Universe and pop them here, they'd all be done. I'd have 55 here. Look, you can tell when I did it, these were the two champs. I did it because of the tag champs outside of Universe mode. I don't play the game, so I ain't going to be in here at all. Nah. I mean, if Universe mode would start glitching and I had to use play mode, I can adapt, but I don't want to. I don't want to. See, I have this listed as an intergender title, but if I go in, they didn't get intergender to talk to Universe mode. That's the problem. Yeah, it's a waste of time unless you're using play mode a lot too. Like there's companies out there, they use nothing but play mode. They set up in that instance, fuck Universe. Just you have to set up every match every time, which is tedious. And I can get around that by playing a commercial or something, but I'd rather have Universe mode. And plus in play mode, as soon as you hit go, it's going to start the match as soon as it loads. You can't wait. Me, I can wait and play two more commercials and go take a piss if I want before the next match. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to try to go into downloads. And if it crashes, this is it. I don't know if I'm going to keep this stream or not or delete it. I might keep it. We almost got 100 views as it is. And if anything, views, subs, all that bullshit, average view duration is what I really look at. 15 minutes is what I have. That means when you guys come into my streams, you pretty much stay here. And I appreciate that. 15 minutes is really anything over 10 minutes for average view duration, because people are going to pop in and out of streams. That's all good because they have live. But if you got anything over 10 minutes for your average view duration, that means you're keeping your audience. My marketing degree comes into play where I love to you want to keep your audience. But before I click this button and hope it doesn't crash, which it probably will, I want to thank Damien for putting his background in the Discord. We have Tiny's in there. We have Angelita. We have Steffers. We have Melinda. Iffy or Dawn. We have SJ Ray, Digital Dog. And you can do more than Digital Dog did 3 posts because his is long. But that helps. If you want to do a promo on somebody, go to the character backstory channel and check it out. You can get a lot of dirt on people just by looking at their backstory. Witcher has her backstory there. Cassie, Jamar, Dragonheart, Emily, Jake, J-Dog. Some of them are short, some of them are longer. I thought about putting them on the cards, but it's too small to read. Atticus, Sly, Jiggles, Fusion, Joker, Andrew Dubs, Diamond Sky, and then there's my big what is LTD. So that's a tool for you guys to use. When Gifted Gab comes up and they have their backstory, shit, go find some ammo. All right. Unless a miracle happens and I actually get into downloads, I want to see a couple things. I'm going to give it a shot here. If I click this button and it crashes, we're done. And you'll probably hear me yell fuck or shit real loud before, or well, oh well, or something. But this gave me some time to shoot the shit with you guys a little bit. Image manager wasn't working either. I don't know what should I try? Downloads or image manager? I mean, I haven't got an update, so it's gonna crash. But uploads was always the first thing to go. I'm a talker. I'll sit here and talk for forever, so I'm just gonna give it a shot. If not, I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Good news is the fact that It seems it might be a larger outage of community creations, not just me. So hopefully they'll fix it. If they don't, I got a plan B. I got a secondary plan. The only thing it holds me back from doing is the LIT arena, the Cage Fury all cage match arena, and the Gathering. Other than that, I got all the ammo I need. We have a great enough roster. There's a couple people that were waiting to get in that won't be able to get in if I can't download people. But I could always create you from scratch. I'm not too bad at that. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty damn good. Good enough. Good enough for you. It's all right. We're gonna try downloads. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I appreciate you popping in to get almost 100 views on a fucking stream. I didn't even put. And a lot of people will probably check it out later because I changed the title to Community Creations Broken question mark. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Oh boy, it's crashing. Here we go.